Right now at 4:30, a follow-up on a story from 2020. Media reports focused on a North Texas teacher and coach. A student accused him of inappropriate behavior. He says attorneys advised him to stay quiet at the time. 3 years later, the charges have been dropped.
His case is expunged and he wants to be heard. I-Team reporter Ginger Allen has the rest of the story.
First and foremost, victims need to come forward, and we never want to discourage them. In this case, I talked to the now 20-year-old who continues to claim she was touched inappropriately. She stands by her story 100%, but did not want to talk on camera. We'll talk more about her in a few minutes. But the teacher and coach here also stands by his story 100%. He says he is the victim of false accusations that will never go away. September 2020.
UNT's quarterbacks coach, Tate Wallis, now is on administrative leave.
On air.
The first allegation of inappropriate behavior was made by a student.
And in headlines, improper relationship, felony arrest, put on leave. Tell me the first thing that goes through your mind.
Sick to my stomach. How in the world could anything like this ever happen? Couldn't get a job. Can't pass the background check.
For 2 years, Tate Wallis, a former SMU quarterback, had been a teacher and football coach at Argyle High School.
The boys would have been 9 and 5, I think, years old.
In 2020, excited to return to college ball, he moved on to coach at the University of North Texas. You were in a good place in your life.
Great place. A great wife. She loves teaching in Argyle. No complaints.
But with one phone call, their world came to a screeching halt.
I might get choked up a little bit.
What just upset you right then?
It's been buried for 3 years, you know. But it was my wife's birthday. It was August 28th, 2020. We were actually headed to eat dinner for her birthday when I got the call.
A 16-year-old student football trainer accused him of alleged inappropriate behavior, repeatedly touching her during several of Argyle's 2019 football practices and games. By September of 2020,
I turned myself in.
He faced 2 felony indictments: improper relationship between educator and student, and indecency with a child. You and I have talked a couple of times off camera. I didn't expect this.
I didn't either. This is the first time that I've opened up and talked about it to anybody probably outside of family. I want to put it in perspective because there are people that have it a lot worse off than I do. But by the same token, there's a whole nother side to that story. I mean, everything that you see in the headlines or when somebody Googles my name, it's not true.
Wallis has given us notes, court documents, and practice and game videos. You primarily blame 2 people. The person who accused you and the person at the school who pursued it.
I don't blame the girl. They failed her. She cried for help. By and large, kids need help, right? In my mind, as a coach, because I had to do this several times, and as a teacher, I got to go meet that kid where they're at. I got to go find out what's going on, and then I need to do a good job, a thorough job of vetting everything. So in my mind, I blame one person.
Wallis blames Paul Kearney, at the time the police chief of Argyle ISD. He says the chief did not thoroughly investigate the girl's claims.
He never interviewed a single player. He never interviewed a single coach. He never interviewed my boss, the athletic director, who was there when all this allegedly happened.
Kearney did not want to discuss the case on camera, but this affidavit states he interviewed the victim. He does not note interviewing anyone else. Argyle ISD sent the I-Team a statement saying it investigated with several other agencies, including the Department of Family Protective Services. This document from DFPS states there was reason to believe the teenager's allegations.
But the charges against Wallis were eventually dropped. Both Wallis and the teenager, now 20 years old, tell me the prosecution made that offer to Wallis in exchange for him surrendering his teaching license. Fast forward 3 years to May of this year, the case was expunged. But Wallis says his questions are not erased.
He's asking, did Argyle ISD interview anyone else? What is the district's policy for investigating? And did the Argyle ISD police chief ever watch the practice and game videos where this allegedly happened?
Didn't watch a video of practice, didn't watch the Sanger game, didn't watch any of that stuff.
How do you know?
Well, I'm not going to out anybody with names, but he has to go ask for the video from football coaches. That's how I know.
Why would this man have done this?
I have nothing in my teacher file that would raise any flags. Why didn't he investigate it? I don't know.
For the people out there watching that would say, there's no way this girl could just make all of this up, what do you say to them?
If somebody said there's no way this could happen, I absolutely wish that were true, because I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you right now.
And what is the reason you decided to talk to us?
To clear my name. I've read many a headline that said teacher accused of improper relationship with a student, and every time you see that, most of the time there's something there, right? There's a message on social media, there's a text message, there's a phone call. In this case, there's nothing. There's nothing on a video. None of that exists.
When you look out here, what do you think?
Following our interview, Wallis took us back to the Argyle Stadium.
Do you feel welcome when you come back here?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
His wife and 2 sons by his side.
Do you want to be back out there?
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't, but there is a part of it, all of it, that makes you gun shy, because you're wondering who's around the next corner that can say something and ruin your life.
We wanted to know how common allegations of an inappropriate relationship or communication with a student are. So the Texas Education Agency gave us this information. In the last 2 years, there have been 801 accusations in Texas. A little less than half of those are still pending, 321. Of the 480 resolved, more than 70% of those cases led to sanctions. A little less than 30% of the cases did not have enough evidence to warrant sanctions or place the accused on the do not hire registry. The Argyle ISD police chief, who is no longer in state here, initially said he would consider an interview, but later he told me he could not answer my questions because the case was expunged. For that same reason, the prosecutor said she could not comment either. Argyle ISD, regarding the accusations that it did not investigate this, sent us a statement saying, in part, the district followed the guidance of school board policies. I asked twice if the district interviewed anyone besides the alleged victim. It did not answer. I've put this entire statement online. I'd like to go back now to the teenager. In a phone call, she told me this is 100% true. She said if she was going to make this up, she would have made up more than just touching or groping. She originally agreed to an interview with me, but then later emailed and said she had decided not to do it. I'm Ginger Allen for CBS News Texas.